All right, mixing phase 3. So you can see it's relaxed and smoothed out a little bit. It's ready for more mixing. I'm gonna see how stretchy it is and I'll decide if I wanna add more water. I think I'm gonna add a little more. It feels really strong. But a little stiffer than I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and splash a little bit more of this warm water in here. Go ahead and squeeze all that in. I can feel that my dough is starting to cool off a little bit. So I've got really warm water here. The water I'm adding is gonna warm it up. And I'm also gonna make sure I keep it someplace really cozy all the way through bulk, because the more it starts to cool off, the more it's gonna slow down. And I'm gonna wanna let it bulk ferment for about 3 hours now. I'm hoping that's my time frame. During that 3 hours, I'll give it a turn about every half hour. And hopefully, end of that 3 hours, it'll be strong and fluffy and ready to cut and shape. So, get this water working here, and I'll see how it feels. But if you let it get too cool and it slows down too much, it can take a lot longer than 3 hours. 3 hours is kind of pretty short, and that's assuming that you've got some pretty healthy levain in there and that you've got the dough kept nice and warm throughout the whole process. Once it starts to cool down, it just slows down exponentially. So the timing difference between a dough that's like in the mid to low 80s or a dough that's in the mid to high 70s can be a long time, make a big difference. A few degrees is pretty exponentially different. So yeah, this feels pretty good. It's starting to tear. I'm gonna stop mixing it, but it feels pretty hydrated to me. See how it goes. If I turn it and I decide it really feels like it desperately needs some more water, I can splash a little bit more in at this point, but at this point, pretty happy with how this dough feels. So I'm gonna cover it up, and then I'm gonna put it on the warm spot on my stove. You can put it on a heating pad, you can put it on another bowl of boiling water, whatever it is you need to do, keep that dough cozy, go ahead and do it. So see you guys for the turn in a little bit.